love watching a movie that brings a smile to my face, like ear to ear, and like this is my childhood nostalgia. This is such an amazing job you guys did. But talk to me, what were some of your favorite scenes from the original, like Lion King?
Oh, when Rafiki holds up the new baby Simba and everybody bows down. I like that. That one first, but a lot of them.
Yeah, I love the actually one that you were talking about earlier was the transition shot. As Simba becomes an adult, a young adult. It's just that kind of Hakuna Matata. That amazing.
Now, The Lion King, even though it's with animals, it's very Shakespearean in nature about a prince coming into power. How did you guys relate to the humanistic side of that?
Absolutely informed. A well-told story with characters that are very specifically drawn. It doesn't matter whether it's an animal, a human being from a different culture, or an alien. You immediately, it becomes a universal human experience.
I gotta ask, is Scar 100% the villain? And in what ways can Scar be right in the situation?
Interesting. I think he is 100% the villain. I mean, I don't think there's any doubt about that. I do think that there is a room to have, if not sympathy for Scar, empathy. That you kind of, I think that a lot of people deal with, in fact, all people deal with these ideas of status and power and feeling power, feeling status and a need for status, a need for power. And I think that most of us, even though we all require it to some degree, most of us can keep a kind of lid on how much we kind of, we can use the good parts of that. Even though they're kind of sort of negative words, but they're beneficial. Some people, however, can't, they just can't gauge that, and they feel like they have to have a consuming need for power and especially for status, a total addiction to status. And that is, and we all have to deal with people like that because invariably people who are obsessed with status do rise up to these kind of leadership positions. I mean, that is the nature of Scar. And so, so in a way, it's something we all kind of relate to and we all think about and as a part of all of our lives. And then, so in that sense, I think we can have some empathy, understanding of Scar, if we don't actually sympathize with Scar.
Now, I want to talk a little bit about the process of doing this film because John obviously did great on The Jungle Book and knocked The Lion King out of the park. So talk to me about like the voice acting process. Is it the same as traditional like voice acting would be, or is it a little bit different, mainly due to like the CG and everything else that's kind of like involved?
The way John and I worked was much more traditional voiceover work. Just in terms of the fact that I was alone. But I think you talk because you had a different experience. I think it is a new day experience.
Well, I just had a variety of experiences with it. So there was, I did some of the voice work alone, with John, and then other I did some work with Donald in the room together and just doing stuff and doing the scenes together, and then Florence the same thing. Which was kind of great, and because it took about a year in the process of coming back and forth, the development would be at different stages. The first time I was doing stuff, it was just the script, and then the next time there was a couple of drawings, and then the next time there was something up on the screen, and then so there was a sense of being part of the process and seeing that process develop as you were doing it. And then there was full renderings with then some sketches and then back to full renderings. And so, and then getting an understanding of it all as you were doing it, allowed you to re-inform the character, and because you had much more awareness of the visual look that they were going for, that they were going to achieve.